Want to make more money? In this tutorial, I'm actually going to oversimplify the entire aspect of wealth creation, and I'm going to be giving it to you in a very simple way, so that in a very simple way to understand also, because a lot of people, they get confused on what is wealth creation, what is wealth multiplication, what is financial planning, all of that stuff. And with a quick disclaimer here, I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a wealth advisor or anything like that. Through my practical experience of life, I actually grown from a very small middle class family to now achieving multiple millions of dollars online. Mainly because of my attitude towards money, and also learning from people who are making money. I'm not learning from people who are wealth advisors. I'm learning from people who are actually the millionaires. Okay. So I learned from my mentor, whose name is Vic Strides. He does multiple millions. He does over $1 million per month. That's his income. And he spoke about a concept called get, manage, multiply. Okay. How do you get money? How do you manage money? And how do you multiply that money? Okay, so what I'm going to do is in this particular tutorial, I want to actually break it down into these three elements. And I want to tell you how to approach, what should be the strategy for getting money, what should be the strategy for managing money, and what should be the strategy for multiplying money. All three require different strategy. And I just want to give you my perspective. Now, I may not be 100% correct in the sense that there are many people who have different perspectives on this topic. I'm going to tell you what works for me. If you feel that this works for you, you can use it. If it does not work for you, you can just scrap it. Okay. But this is how I look at it. Okay. Let's look at the first point. The first point is, how do you get money? In other words, how do you earn money? You have to look at and earning money. So there are different ways that you can earn money. One is, if you're an employee, you have an income source over there. 2, if you may be running your own business. 3, maybe a freelancer. Okay. So I'm looking at only 3 different buckets, like big buckets, from which you can actually earn money. Okay, when I'm talking about making money. See, stock markets and all of that is the multiplying money part. It is not earning money. Yes, you can earn money through stock markets, but that is the place where you need to have some money that you have made, where you're going to put into the stock markets and you're going to multiply that money. So a lot of people, they get confused that how to make money through stock markets, and they get into this whole game and they realize that they need the seed capital for it, and they don't know, they get stumped. So the first step is, you need to actually equip yourself in such a way that you can earn money first. And how do you earn money? Earning money is nothing but a value exchange. Whether you're working in a company right now and you're an employee in a company, you're getting a salary, it only shows that the company values you, and the value exchange that's happening is they are paying you an X amount, a CTC, whatever you're going to be getting from that company on a yearly basis, on a monthly basis. That is the value to the company. Your value to the company is that value exchange that you're getting in terms of salary. So the first point that I want to mention is, when it comes to earning money that you see here, the more value that you can add in the marketplace, whether it's inside your job or whether it's in a business, to that extent, you're going to be making or earning more money. Okay. For example, the CEO of Google, Sundar Pichai, makes multiple crores per month. That's his package, because that is his value to the company. And that is his value to the world. The company is adding so much value to the world. Okay. So to be in that position, he's like the super employee. Okay. The ultimate employee in this world. And then you look at business owners. Let's look at Richard Branson, look at Warren Buffett. Okay. Now, Warren Buffett is a different example. He's a money multiplier. He is. Let's look at Richard Branson. He has started so many businesses, so many ventures, and the businesses, he has empowered different teams to run these different verticals of businesses. And the more value he's creating in the marketplace with his different products that are being launched in the marketplace, whether it's Virgin Air or whether it's, we start with Virgin Music, and there's so many other subcategories of conglomerate, part of the companies. That is what is creating the value. So when there is a value exchange, then the money, you can make that money. Okay, so the first point I want to mention, just to recap, is for earning money, to the extent that you can add value to the marketplace, to that extent it will show in your bank account when it comes to getting money, whether you're an employee or a business owner or even a freelancer. Okay, so there are 3 categories here. Now, how do you really give that value to the marketplace? You may be thinking in your mind, what can you do for that? For that, you have to add value to yourself. The biggest investment or the best investment in this world, it is not investing in capital markets. It is not investing in gold. It is not investing in real estate. It is investing in you. investing in yourself. Because the kind of exponential growth or return on investment that you can get when you are investing in yourself, that can never be measured in any scale compared to the regular traditional forms of investments. For example, I'm not a college graduate. I don't have any degree next to my name. But going from like a middle class family to like achieving these kind of results, financial results for myself and for the members in my community, a lot had to do with self growth, personal development, personal growth. That's a beautiful quote by Jim Rohn. He says that formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. It's a powerful one. If you found this powerful, just type powerful in the comment box. Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. So the only way you can fix this part, if you are currently in a situation where you are not having enough money in your bank account, you only have to look at yourself and reflect, look into the mirror and ask yourself, what value are you providing in this world? What value are you providing in the marketplace? What value are you providing in your company? If you're somebody who's working in a company and you're not getting a salary hike, ask yourself that same question. Why are you not getting a salary hike? Is because you are not adding more value than what is expected, or you're not over delivering value. So when you over deliver value is when you will start to see the needle move. So this is the first point. So let's park this aside. Okay. The first step is how to earn money. Now let's come to the second step. How do you manage your money? Now this is another topic altogether. It's a different topic altogether. There are many people who I know who are making very good money, but they're extremely poor at money management. They go and splurge, they just go buy stuff and they end up wondering, where is the money? So I used to be living in a pay guest during my sound engineering days. Okay, and at that time I had my own roommate who was there. He was, when I was making, I think 12,000, 13,000 rupees per month salary. This guy was making 80,000 rupees per month salary. 80,000 rupees. Okay, that was like huge. We were like roommates. And at that point of time, he also had a money problem at the end of the month. There was more month than there was money because his money management skills were not good. So just making money or knowing how to make money is not enough. So for money management, I'm going to give you a system. And I learned this system from my mentor who does over $1 million a month. Let me tell you about that system. Okay. The system is called TWCGO. T stands for tax. Okay. W stands for wealth. C stands for charity. G stands for general. O stands for operations. With whatever money you're making, if you're able to allocate it into these 5 categories, then you will be able to be emotionally detached from money, and managing money will become a system. It will not be an emotional decision. It will become a system. The lesser emotional you are with money, the more money you can actually make. A lot of people get emotional with money. You should not be in that zone. You have to, money is just a form of a tool. It's just a tool. Okay. It's just a form of energy. How you use that energy matters the most. And the best way to manage the energy or manage the resource is to create a system to manage the resource. So for example, whatever money I make, 30% goes towards tax. I was by default just going to move it into a separate bank account. W is wealth. I started with 10%, now it's 20%, 30%, it's always moving up. Okay, so what was the percentage? I move aside, minimum 10% should go to a separate bank account, which you do not touch. Now this wealth account is what you should be using for any kind of money multiplying. You want to put money into stock markets, you want to put money into crypto, you want to put money into other assets and stuff. It has to go from the wealth account. Why? Because you have the other categories also there. C stands for charity. 10% of your wealth needs to go towards charity. After taxes, you can deduct taxes, and after you remove the tax component, what was remaining in that 10%, you give it towards charity. Then G stands for general. All your household, your fuel, your groceries, your school fees for your kids, insurance for the family, all the stuff. Okay. That's why insurance is not a wealth, it's not in the wealth bucket. Many people, they confuse insurance with wealth. They'll mix insurance and wealth creation. Insurance is separate. Health insurance, you need to keep separately. Keep your life insurance separately. And of course, like I said, I'm not a financial planner or advisor. This is what I have incorporated for myself. And this is the foundation given to me by my mentor, who is not a wealth advisor. He's a millionaire. Okay. And I'm following that. So under G, it takes care of entire household. Your household, your rental, your car, your fuel, your groceries, your food, everything, outings, everything will come under that, general. And you have another category called O for operations, your business operations. Okay, so in my business operations, what are my expenses? What will be running in there? I'll be allocating it for tools. Okay, tools like this, I'm recording it on this tool, for technology, for tools, for advertising, for my business, anything to do with business, it'll all go into that. And after all my business expenses, what was there, then I pay the taxes on the business. So business taxes are paid after business expenses. So all of you clear? Getting money or earning money is the first component, and for that it's a value exchange. Once the money comes into your hands, then you have to start to manage the money and manage it using a simple system. Remove emotion out of the money management system. In fact, for me, I don't even put my head into this. I ask my wife to manage the entire thing. So she has her own spreadsheet. I use a tool called ynab.com, where I'm tracking and putting all my budgets in place. And I just look through it. That's it. And for my personal needs, I keep it very less. I don't party. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't have any external habits. Yes, I spend time with family. The only thing I invest in is, or I spend a lot of money in, is sometimes I buy a lot of Apple products. I buy pens, I buy Mont Blanc and stuff like that. And not all the time, but once in a year, once in 6 months, I splurge on toys that I like. But I have very few clothes for myself. Okay. My wife is different. She has her saris and all the collection and stuff like that. And yes, for me, that's also a form of keeping the expenses for the general category very low. My household expenses, I like to keep it. I don't want it to just keep going up. Keep it minimum as possible for living expenses. So we have understood earning money, managing money. Now there is a third category. The third category is multiplying money. So only when you have the discipline in the first two areas, okay, I would say only when you are able to add value and able to create a system in the area number 1, then you're able to bring in the discipline in area number 2, can you move into area number 3. This also is a discipline thing here. Okay. So multiply money. How do you multiply money? There are different modalities, so many different ways. And there are so many paths to achieving the same goal. You can start with a basic bank deposit, get that 5-10% interest, whatever. I do not know what's the current interest. Or you can move into, liquid funds, or you can move into stock markets. You can get into, cryptocurrency. There are so many people doing multiple things right now. Okay. Gold and silver. People also invest in land, real estate, and there are so many asset classes that are there. Okay. So the way that I look at this game is that once I'm able to manage my money properly, I'm able to allocate the expenses in my business properly, I'm able to find ways on how I can incorporate my expenses as business expenses to save on taxes and take care of all of that. And then whatever is in the wealth bucket, the W bucket, I put that into multiplication methodologies. Okay, so for example, we do value investing. I do stock market, long-term investing, nothing to do with day trading, none of the stuff. I look at long-term stocks, value stocks, liquid funds, gold, this kind of stuff, like long-term. I'm always looking at 5-year window plus, 10-year window plus, which I don't want to touch right now. I just want to keep building and building. Now, that is how Warren Buffett has also built his wealth. Okay. Now you go and look at Warren Buffett net worth graph, type that in Google and go and see his graph where he started investing at 14 and now he's some 90s, 80, late 80s, 90s, and he's one of the richest people in the world. Why? Because he doesn't get emotional about wealth creation. He doesn't look at stock market as a game. He doesn't speak with people in Wall Street and stuff like that. He looks at everything as a business owner. there's a credible business, he will invest in that business. He sees that that business is growing, he'll invest into that business. PayPal, Disney, all these different companies that are actually growing, that's where his money is going. Okay. So now I want all of you to type in the comment box, what did you learn from this? What was your biggest takeaway from this video? I want you to type below because I'm going to be reading all your comments here. This game of, becoming successful financially, you need to have a strategy in all these three areas. They're equally important. And if you're somebody who's having a tough situation right now in your financial situation, you need to work on area number 1. Don't get allured and think, okay, let me go multiply my money. Let me go make more money through stock markets or something. When you don't have the capital going to invest, you're going to waste your time over there. Okay. So first you got to think about how you can add value. And if you want to learn how to add value in the marketplace, please jump into my next, live session. If not, buy my course. Okay. If you go to sids.co/join, you can join my community. We are over 10,000 plus people where I will actually help you start the first part of the process on how you can add value to the marketplace and become a valuable player in the marketplace. Okay, so I have a special offer. Actually, my course is 14,910 rupees in value, but I have a special offer. If you go to this link, I have a discount code that keeps changing. If you feel there's a better offer than that, just go buy it. And once you're inside my community, I will teach you step by step on how you can launch yourself and add value to the marketplace so that you can work on this first part of the puzzle, which is how do you earn more money. And once you're inside the system, I will teach you how to manage your money as well. Multiplying money, there are different experts who teach that. That is not my domain. Though I have other people guiding me, that is not my core domain expertise. My core domain expertise that can help you earn money by adding value to the marketplace. Okay. So go to this link, sids.co/join if you're not there in my community yet. And if you are already a part of my community and if you really feel that you want to upgrade yourself, move on to the next level. I have different levels of programs in my community. Just upgrade yourself, because the more you're able to upgrade yourself continuously, the more you're going to invest in yourself, invest in your learning, invest in your own personal growth. To that extent, you're going to see that manifest in terms of wealth in your life. Okay. So perfect. Thank you so much. If you're a part of my ILH family and if you're a deep learner, I'm looking forward to your deep learning insights below here. Use the hashtags that I actually do, I've given you. And if you are watching this on Facebook or any other place, please share this video to a friend or a family member who needs to watch this and get inspired, and tag a friend or tag a family member who needs to see this. Okay. That's it. I just like to keep things simple. I said this is like an oversimplified version of wealth creation based on my personal experience. You may have a different view about this and I totally respect that. This is what works for me and that's what I'm here to share. Okay. All the best. Take care and see you in my next video. Bye-bye.